So I've had a lot of requests to review a certain player, and that player's name is Adama Traore, and as you can see, we're going to try him out in this video today. Obviously his card was pretty overpowered in last year's FIFA, and in this video we're going to see if this year he's just as good or as effective as he was in last year's iteration of Ultimate Team. So this is the squad we're going to be using him in. He's going to play as a right mid, a right wing, and also we're going to try him out as a striker as well. Even though we know his shooting ability isn't that great, I'm still going to give him a go in that position. So let's have a look at this card, shall we? 4-star skill moves, nice to see. 2-star weak foot though, definitely not great. Very one-footed player, as we probably already know. It is good to see that he's got high-low wear credits though. Hopefully those will help with his positioning in-game. So, in-game stats, where do we begin? Well, we don't need to discuss pace too much. We know he's going to be very, very quick in-game. And also his dribbling attributes for the most part are absolutely brilliant. The reaction stat though is lacking a certain amount. So, yeah, something to keep an eye on there. Also, composure isn't all that high either. Now, it's in the shooting and passing departments that this card is interesting. The chem style for this guy is obvious. We're using Deadeye because that boosts both shooting and passing, and this guy certainly needs it. You can see that by looking at his attributes. 66 finishing is not great. 64 attack positioning also is not great, and both of those are getting boosted by 10 with this chem style, which yeah, it's definitely needed. In game though, he should have insane shot power, and cross-goal shots are pretty good this year, so hopefully that will be effective with this card. In terms of passing, long passing rating is horrific. Crossing though isn't too bad. And in terms of physicals, very good strength and aggression for a pacey player, so hopefully he's not going to be easily knocked off the ball. Yeah, the card looks interesting. Let's get in some games and let's just see if we can do any damage with this item. So in Adama's debut, we come up against this. Quite a nice hybrid, to be honest. He's got the La Liga, Bundesliga, and the Ligue 1 mixed in there. He's also got Llorente in midfield, so a bit of a midfield battle between the two Spanish midfielders there. Going to set Adama free down this right edge now. He's got a bit of space to run into. Let's go for that cross-goal power shot. Blocked by Gaia. Ball's whipped into the back stick. It's not a great cross. I just tapped that. It's ended up being fired quite far wide. Oh, he's left the body on the ground. Adama, chance, ball across the box. Oh, Martial has, I think he's backheeled that into the back of the net. Nice assist there for Adama, catching the opposition napping and going 1-0 up. I see that space. Wijnaldum has found Adama as well. Keeper's off his line. We've gone for the dink. Is it enough? It is. Oh, wow. Gotta admit, didn't actually expect that to go in, but the finish was good enough. Keeper was off his line, and Adama took full advantage of that. Very tidy finish. Not bad for someone with 66 shooting, eh? And after that goal, we have a rage quit from our opposition, which is quite surprising because he started the game rather well. But yeah, Traore took over with a goal and a assist, so not a bad opening 5 or 10 minutes for the Spanish winger. Into the next match we go, and we are up against a full Bundesliga side featuring plenty of good and overpowered players. His backline, both centre-backs are very, very good and both very quick too in Alaba and Hernandez. And up top, he's also got that Chan forward, who is very, very good on this year's game. I see I'll finding Adama on this edge. Can we get on the inside? We can. Balls across the box. Oh, I needed to put a bit more power in that. Arias. Long ball up the field, which Adama will chase, and he's actually going to get on the end of it. Oh, he's just kept it in. We do have possession. Can we get a goal off it? Oh, Llorente's done well. And we will score off it. Wow. Long ball FC. Adama was initially dispossessed, but then has won it back. And try and keep the ball alive here. Just trying to find some space. I want to have a shot with him. I would like to have a shot with him, but I'm just... Oh, we've still got it. Okay. Game on. Challenge accepted. Come on. Bit of RB dribbling. Can we get inside to shoot? We're going to do our best. Go on, Adama. Still going. Still going. I messed it up with the with the cross. So halftime has come around, and as you can see, we've had one shot and we've taken our chance. My opponent's had 5 and just hasn't been as clinical, and that's pretty much been the story of the game. We've had a bit more possession, but ultimately we need to turn that possession into more chances. There's a chance. Adama! Oh, it was a good, powerful strike, that. But it's saved by Kevin Trapp. Chance to get to Traore in a bit of space now. Put the ball on the inside of his left foot, and wow, actually a really nice pass that's found ASM, who's put the ball in the back of the net to give us a 2-1 lead. Martial plays in the Spaniard, who's in behind here, who's got a chance now to put the ball across the box. Oh! One last chance in this game, perhaps. Adama is clean through on goal. Keeper's coming out. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Oh, it's found the back of the net. And that is the game wrapped up finally. Adama Traore once again coming up big with a chipped finish. And there is the full-time whistle. We get the win, a 3-1 victory. And that game was tough. And you'll see that in a minute when we look at the stats. But good performance by Adama overall. A goal and a assist in that fixture. Also was heavily involved in the other goal as well, of course. But also did waste a few chances in that match as well. But that was to be expected because we know his shooting isn't anything special. We had to do it tough again in the second half as well. We might have had a bit more possession, but my opponent definitely had a bunch more chances. But once again, we were the more clinical of the two sides. So we got the job done. Just quickly checking before we do the review part. Yeah, this guy is still extinct. What's his current max price range is 15k, and yeah, currently extinct at that price. Will he go much higher? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Anyway, for now, let's do the review because that's what you guys are here for. So, what were my thoughts on this card? It is a bit of what you see is what you get. You've got a pacey winger who is very, very good at dribbling and also can battle down the wing, whose end product, let's just say, isn't super consistent. Now, that's not to say that this card is bad, because you can tell this item can definitely be effective. I think a lot of it will depend on your playstyle. I get the feeling that some people absolutely love this card, but some people will hate it. So something to bear in mind. Obviously, his pace, I mean, there's no doubt in it. He is just stupidly quick down the wing, and he's also very strong. So yeah, he's a bit of a fullback's nightmare when he's dribbling at them, to be honest, because if you don't beat him for pace, he's got the strength to hold them off, and you know, you get the idea. He's one of them players who, if you want to play a long ball, this is the guy you want in your team. This is the guy you want to be constantly pumping the ball up the field to. And you'll have seen that in the clips. Like, I was constantly doing through balls, over the top through balls, Freddy through balls, etc. And just getting this guy in space, because once he gets a yard or two on a defender, he doesn't even need that. But once he does get a yard or two, he is obviously gone. In terms of his shooting ability, how is he? Not reliable. I mean, he can finish, yes, even with the chem style boost, yes, he can score goals, but ultimately he's not that reliable in front of goal. That's down to his finishing not being great and also his composure rating not being too high as well. I liked his power shots though, and he's certainly a threat with them power shots when shooting across goal, so that is pretty nice. In terms of positioning, with him having high-low work rates, obviously he stays upfield, but he can be a bit slow to actually make runs at times. I did feel that I had to force him into some attacking situations on occasions, but yeah, once you get him on the break, as you can imagine, he's gone. In terms of passing, how was he? Short passing was to a good standard, I thought, off of his right foot, and his crossing was good as well, but his through balls, it's pretty much like what you see is what you get in the passing department. Crossing's alright, short passing's alright, long passing's not too great. But I have got to say, you've got to pass off of his right foot, and you have to shoot off of his right foot, because that 2-star weak foot is just super limiting. His left foot, for most part, is absolutely crap. I mean, yeah, I did get that assist, which was quite nice, but ultimately that left foot is just not going to be a reliable foot. So, yeah, try not to use it. Dribbling now. Good. I'm very happy with his dribbling, to be honest. I liked his ball control. He's quite good at close control, and just in general, he's just a fun player to have in possession of the football, because yeah, he just makes things happen, and he's not easy to dispossess as well, because he's got that strength, so he can hold up play rather nicely, which is obviously a positive. Aerially, he actually won a decent amount of headers for me. His heading accuracy is horrendous, but he does win aerial battles, which is obviously quite nice. Overall then, what's the verdict on this card? I think, like, for the first month or two, you'll definitely get some use out of this card, but after that, like, his end product is just going to come back and haunt you too much. So for his first few weekend leagues, I do expect to see a lot of this Adama featured, to be honest, because he's very good at getting down the wing and very good at getting crosses into the box. So yeah, is he worth his current price tag? At this stage of the game, probably is, to be honest, because you're coming up against lower tier defenders, and against lower tier defenders this guy is going to do some damage. It's later in the game when defenders get better that obviously he becomes less effective. So for now I do think he's good value for money, but in like 2 months time, 3 months, etc., I don't think he will be, and obviously his price is probably going to drop in that time anyway. So guys, those are my thoughts on Adama. Still a very effective item in Ultimate Team, and he's going to cause some nightmares for some people in Weekend League. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, drop a like rating on it, comment below your thoughts. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.